Hey guys, it's T. Antonio, owner and creator of Triggered Devils. Last week we got some huge news, and by request of people on Twitter, I am doing a Black Ops 3 wishlist video. But if this is your first time watching a Triggered Devils video, please click on this card here and you can learn a little bit more about Triggered Devils. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy the wishlist. There's a lot of stuff on here that are my personal wishes, and I'm doubtful they'll ever actually make it into a Call of Duty. But, I'm unchained from what's possible, so let's just shoot for whatever we want, and likely few, if any, will actually make it into the final cut. It doesn't matter. I'm glad to give you guys what I want. So, getting started, I want to bring weapon prestiging back. If you guys remember that from Black Ops 2, that was fun. And it reminds me of how prestiging really started. So weapon prestiging didn't really do that much for you. It gave you like an emblem on your gun, and it reset all the challenges, and I think the camos for the gun as well. Can't quite recall. It's been a couple years, but it didn't do that much other than maybe give you a little bit extra XP opportunities. And I liked it like that. Prestiging is really a bragging rights thing, and that's how prestiging really started. It used to be like a full reset of your multiplayer game, and I kind of want that to be brought back too. Prestiging now is something that you do, everyone does pretty much, and it's something that you get something from. But I like it to be a little bit more destructive. Both the character prestiging and weapon prestiging really didn't ever do anything anyway. But the character prestiging it really should just be for bragging rights, and that's how I want it to go back. Alright, moving on from that prestiging, weapon prestiging, and character prestiging, I also want them to bring back of course, the DSR and the Ballista. New DSR, new Ballista, and I kind of want a new type of sniper rifle that maybe has some new nuances that we haven't seen before. I know they tried it on like the NA-45 or whatever it was in Advanced Warfare. That one kind of didn't go so well. There's always going to be like a Link type sniper rifle, which we've used, and kind of, I don't know who actually likes it, but I guess it's fun to pick up from time to time. But I'd like to have like a fifth type of sniper that, I don't know, has some sort of weirdness to it, but that'll be really interesting. So basically more sniper rifles. When it comes to IMHO, this is getting really interesting. I have gone back and forth with my opinion on this many times, and I think I've settled on wanting IMHO boosts, but not wanting IMHO jump. So I think it's reasonable and believable to have strafe jumping in a game without necessarily having IMHO suits. You could still just do that same mechanic and just have it be the character doing it. It's the double jump boost that's you would really need to sell that with an IMHO suit or something, because it is superhuman. But I don't think I want the double jump in the next Call of Duty, and I think it'll be okay to have that every third year or so, and just have it in the rotation. Alright, next thing up, I want wager matches back. That was fun. Wager matches were crazy fun, and you really felt like you were putting something on the line. I want to have that feeling again. I've watched YouTube videos, people talk about like wagering different gun variants that they had got, that sort of thing. That's all good as long as you get that feeling like you're going to lose something if you don't win the game. That makes it fun. So wager matches, bring them back. Something that always is a little weird for me is the way that DLC maps get incorporated into the matchmaking. So I don't necessarily have a solution for this, but I'd like to see a way for when DLC maps get dropped, for them to be in the main hoppers or the main playlists for Team Deathmatch in particular. And I know that it's a big challenge, and it abuts up with another issue of connection. Making sure that the connection is good when you're doing matchmaking. So I would just ask them to find a way to make that work. This is a wish list. It doesn't have to be. It can be idealistic, and I think that's a little idealistic, but whatever. I think where there's a will, there's a way. Next up, I want to see what I put down as quick scoping returns. So it never really went away, but it doesn't have that strong of an emphasis or a presence in Advanced Warfare. and I'd like to see that mechanic, that quick scope mechanic, really come back strong in the next Call of Duty. So I don't know if that'll happen, but that also comes up with another wish that I have, which is I want to have reload cancel come back as well, because they changed it to the quick reload mechanic, and to be honest, I don't use it that much. I don't know how much you guys use it. You can drop in the comment, tell me if you guys have adopted that quick reload that was in Advanced Warfare. I just kind of like hidden mechanics in games. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot, but just a few things that you can do that aren't really, written anywhere, or kind of like, you kind of have to know it to take advantage of it. And that was what the reload cancel was for me. So I want that to come back. And maybe even add one or two other hidden mechanics that we've not seen before, and people maybe don't find out about for a couple months into the game, and then someone realizes you can do it. So that's something that would be really cool. Next up, I want kill streaks that interact with each other. So the concept here is to say, I'll just try to throw out an example. Let's say if you have a UAV, it's a regular UAV. And if you have a helicopter, it's a chopper, you have regular chopper. But if you equip both of those and use them both at the same time, maybe it does some new third thing, like it increases the aggression of the helicopter so you get a few more kills or something like that. To let the kill streaks play off of each other would be really cool to see. Alright, I got to speed through. I only have a couple minutes left. I do want to see, if anyone here played Gears 3, I want something the way that they loaded games in that game. So basically, in exchange for being able to vote for the map, it would just have the maps on a random cycle, and it would load the map while you're sitting in the lobby, messing with your classes or whatever. So basically, as soon as the game, the lobby timer was over, you were immediately placed into the game countdown. And that I want to definitely see come back, or not come back, but I want to see it in Call of Duty. Next, I want to see you be able to make class adjustments in the game while you're playing, maybe just some minor ones. I know that it's probably not a good idea to have people in the menus all the time, so maybe just minor class adjustments. I want to see interactive perk nuances, the same as the way I talked about kill streaks. I want to see perks play off of each other, and I definitely want perk prestiging back with pro perks. Alright guys, that's it. If you like this video, drop a like. I want to get 50 likes on this video, and sub as well. Click the card here if you want to see our last game on Advanced Gun Game Tactics. Thanks guys.